billionaire King James, kin of St. Michael, polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title, that be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny, how wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Prick, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
Act your age. Cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, our draw features 2 from the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
From the gun, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Murray on 3rd down. can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Kyler throwing here. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He cuts it to the right sideline, and he's out of bounds. But what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Now Rodgers. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Murray here on 1st down. On the move, headed right. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running left with Pacheco. That's some daylight through the 40. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Murray from the pistol. It's caught left side by Hill. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to...
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Offside, caught by Metcalf. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down from 37. To the air on first down. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. This, our last play of the quarter. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Sends this to the end zone. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it 3rd and 10.
319.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss. That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. It's Pacheco again. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just a big voice up front, not just a running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, big man. So that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Oops, knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. And this is lofted deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's an option right that begins this drive. Up the sideline he goes at the 35. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Number 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down carry for Pacheco. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Here's Kyler to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the 4th down punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's loaded another one up. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. No one's around him. He's got space. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
The extra point is up and through by a loop. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making a one-score game before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game.
Chiefs 14. Jake Elliott set to
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to Jordan loose, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Into a crowd, and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Thought he had a touchdown there, and it sets up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Pass is cut at the 9. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's second and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, 88.
One final shot before the half. And it's incomplete on third and goal. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Rodgers going to throw on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've set it down from 37. They'll throw again. Rodgers. He finds a Dunze downfield. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. A pistol snap. Rodgers. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down.
They sneak it with Rodgers. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead.
21. Ravens 17. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Murray keeps it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
Here's a screen setup for Pacheco. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Murray with the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. And air it out on 3rd. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And they pick him off again! Riley Moss with the pick. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray keeps it. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Murray from the pistol. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
A gain of 14.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Up on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Taken in by Felton, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
At the 50-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Rogers. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Romadunze touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Ravens 27.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Yeah, good forward, about 5 yards it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He's going deep this time. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st.
take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no one connected. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
They cross the 40. Nice run there. There he goes, right sideline. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead to 7. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8.
The score, Chiefs 35, Ravens 27.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Now Murray. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Back to throw, Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
He's back to throw. Flush down out to his left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far. Brought 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
it's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
A second down run by Pacheco. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They give up 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Second design keeper from Murray. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Chubb. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to just 2 late in the game. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they worked all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Benson. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Benson once more. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
First and goal at the
Now it all
6-yard
comes
line.
down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this
Kelly
moment.
is on for the field goal.
A very short kick
A
here from the right
23-yard
hash.
attempt.
The kick is good. He got it! And they've taken back the lead. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it.